Mahtomedi. Good team, number 8.
All right, now you're on.
Okay, we're on. Okay,
yeah, thanks,
we're good. We're live. First period, 40 seconds in. Mahtomedi with it in the Shakopee zone. Shot, save made by Coop. Loose puck to the side of the net. Mahtomedi player goes into the net, takes it down, and we'll get a face-off in the defensive zone. Mahtomedi comes in 25-6-2. Number 8 in the Youth Hockey Hub Now rankings. Their last game was against East Metro Stars 7-3. East Metro is a top 10 Youth Hockey Hub team. Shakopee comes in 19-10-1. 1-on-1 on the weekend. Not a tournament, but just 4 scrimmages in a row. And they won last night 8-4 over Eastview, Apple Valley, Burnsville. Mahtomedi at the blue line. Sends it down in the faceoff circle. Picked up by Sell. Sell with a backhander. Goes around the net. Sell sends it up. Couldn't get it. Hanson tries to get a stick on it. Now Pilcher gets a stick on it into neutral zone. Pilcher carry. Pilcher into the offensive zone. Pilcher looks good around one. Takes a shot. That one goes wide of the net. Picked up, cut off by Sell. Sell takes a shot. That one goes through Dylan's skate. Wright comes down, keeps it deep. C's going to chase after behind the net. Minute 30 into this one. First minute was all Mahtomedi. And now Shakopee's getting an opportunity as this will be an icing. And we'll get a face-off coming. Offensive zone. So another good test. Shakopee had a heck of a good game the other night against Roseville on Thursday. Friday they played Apple Valley, Eastview, Burnsville, one of their teams. Now they get Mahtomedi, and then tomorrow they get Wayzata at home. So game 3 out of 4 straight scrimmages. Cressy off the face-off, sends it down low. Jensen back there. Jensen, Olsen, Cressman, Winder, Bundy. Missing Lambrick. So I think it looks like early on we're going 2 centers. Cressy sends it over. There's a penalty coming, and they're going to get Olsen. As we had a scoring opportunity there, but they're going to talk about this one and see if it's more than just 2. As Logie will go to the box. 13:09 left. I didn't quite see it. It sounded big, but I don't know if it was that aggressive. They're going to say checking from behind, and Logie's going to go. Refs. Logie's pleading his case, saying he got his shoulder. Penalty coming. So checking from behind. Let's see. 10-2. They're going to send Pilch in the box. So 10-2 on Logie to start early on in this one. That's not going to be helpful. No. Did they send Pilcher in?
No.
No, okay, they didn't. Pilcher was just going. I think Pilcher's going to take over the other center position potentially. They looked like they were just doing lines. So just a 2-minute penalty. And we'll play on. Power play opportunity for Mahtomedi. Good, strong team. Don't want to give them the man advantage. You got Mahtomedi with it. Down low, just above the corner. He looks. He's going to send it towards the net. Doesn't quite get through, but Mahtomedi controls. There's a shot. Blocked by Winder. Sent towards the net. Now behind the net, near side. And we get a whistle. They're going to say the net is off.
Oh, yeah, she's moving real good out there. Those are not good pegs.
It didn't. All it looked like is got hit by the puck. I don't even know if Coop slid into it. So, all right. So we got a minute 23 left in the man advantage. 12:31 in the first. You got Sell, Wright, Gaston, and Flom are your 4 killers here. 2:29 into this first period. That's been mostly Mahtomedi. Once Shakopee finally got an opportunity, we took a penalty, and now Mahtomedi controls. Top circle, top of the zone. Circle, that one goes through the crease, not on net. Picked up on the near side by Mahtomedi. Flom on the challenge, flipped up in the air. Tom got a glove on it, but right to Mahtomedi. Mahtomedi sends it back to the blue line. He'll back up a little bit, sends it to the top of the circle. He's going to cut towards the center. Drop. Challenged by Flom. Couldn't quite get the pass. Gaston does a nice job of getting the stick in there, but that one doesn't quite get out of the zone. It stayed on the blue line. Sent towards the net off the side of the cage. Mason. He gets a stick on it. Mahtomedi gets it as it went off the back of the cage. Nice stick there by Sell. He's going to send it all the way down, and that'll be icing. And we get a whistle, and 33 seconds left on the man advantage as we'll come down to the defensive zone. We will keep out Wright and Sell, but we'll change Hansen and C. All right, defensive zone drop. Foster or Hansen to take it. He wins it to Sell. Sell with a backhander. Looking for C on the far side. C rings it around the boards. Will that get up? Mahtomedi cuts it off. Sends it down to the half wall. He carries up top circle. Sends it over. Back to the top of the zone. Hansen on the soft challenge there. Back to him. Top circle. He's on his backhand. Gets to his forehand. Sends it down low. Couldn't connect in the pass. 9 seconds left on the man advantage. Back out in the faceoff circle. Sends it towards the net. That doesn't get through. Puck is loose and scores. I have no idea how he scored that. 1 second left on the man advantage, and it's a power play goal. Honestly, I don't know how that poked through. I didn't know how he had an angle, but number 4 with the power play goal and with 11:09 left in the first, Mahtomedi strikes first. C, Hansen, Pilcher, Bundy, and Winder. Your line after the faceoff, off the draw. Hansen gets it into the zone, poked away. Pilcher's right there, tries to get it deep, gets it to Hansen's glove. Hansen will get a shot, pad save, picked up by Mahtomedi. They look to chip it out of the zone, kept in by Bundy. Bundy sends it down low. It's going to ring around. Near side, Dylan tries to cut it off. Hansen will pick it up. Hansen, backhander down into the slot, but Mahtomedi pushes that one away. Mahtomedi with it. He's going to send it down deep. Picked up off the end wall by Bundy. Bundy sends it off the end wall again to Dylan here on the near side. Dylan with a backhander, but Mahtomedi cuts it off. Shot wide of the net. Far side. Mahtomedi gets a backhander. Gloved out of the air by Bundy. Picked up by Mahtomedi in the faceoff circle. Cuts past one. Gets it pushed away. Gets it back. We got somebody lost his stick. I think Bundy lost his stick. Dylan's got it. Bundy picks up his stick. Dylan tried to toe drag, lost it. Hansen has it. He gets it poked away, got it back. Toe drag, lost it at the blue line. Mahtomedi. Cross ice. That's going to go off the boards. Shockley almost had too many men. He cuts in through. Tries to get through two. Good job by Winder cutting it off. Hansen with it. Hansen looks to send to Jensen. Tape to tape. Jensen into the offensive zone. Oliver with it. He's trying to slide it across to Cressy, but it was off a Mahtomedi skate. Good pace of this game. Now, it was all Mahtomedi to start. Now Shockley's getting a few rushes here as the puck's going up and down. Cressy throws a guy into the wall. Sell got a stick on it. Now it's down low. Center attempt pushed away by Tollefson and then also Gaston. Down low. Mahtomedi looks at center. Dom got a stick in there. Foster gets a stick in there. Far side. Foster's going to pick it up. Top of the circle. He couldn't get a stick on it. Went right over the puck. Center and attempt. Sell picks it up. Goes behind his net. Dom looking for Cressy. Cressy, when he's got Oliver, sends it over to Jensen off a stick. And push forward, but Mahtomedi will pick it up at their own blue line. Mahtomedi turns. Cressy gets a stick on it. Cressy, he gets it down into the corner. Sent behind the net now. Jensen looks to cut it off. He throws his shoulder. That allows Gaston to get a stick on it. Now Jensen centers, but nobody home except for Mahtomedi. 9 minutes left in this first period. Cressy on the back check. Sell in front. Down low. Sell into the corner. Dahmer, he gets pushed off of it. Cressy with the puck. He tries to clear. That does go down. Will it be too far? We got a low ceiling in here, so it's hard to see, but that one gets picked up just in front of the goal line. Mahtomedi with it in their own zone. They look to break out. Up to Bundy. Bundy. Flom got a stick on it. Mahtomedi's going to pick it up at the red line. Mahtomedi into the zone. 2-on-2 with a little speed. Looks to get around Bundy. In on net. Shot save made by Coop. Puck off the end wall. Sends it up to Jensen. Jensen, a little too far for him. Hansen's going to go help out. Can't keep it out of, or can't get it out of the zone here. Puck's loose just in front of the blue line. Mahtomedi control. Shot. Save made. Rebound. Puck in the air behind the net. Picked up by Hansen on the near side. In the corner. Hansen. He tries to get away. Eventually he does. He's going to fan on the clearing attempt. And we're still in the zone. Pilch comes and picks it up at the face-off circle. Goes across the zone. He's going to send it over to Hansen. A little too far off the boards. Picked up by Mahtomedi. Hansen tried to throw a check and ended up taking his whole body out. Pilcher picks it up in his own zone. Pilch looks. Tries to stretch. Got it to Hansen. It's out of the zone. Poked away. Mahtomedi chips it up. Flom gets a stick in there. Ethan tried to send it over. Mahtomedi got a nice job of getting in the passing lanes. There's a shot. Pad saved by Coop. Picked up by Bundy. Bundy off the wall. Mahtomedi pick it up above the half wall. Sends it down low. Winder's in there. I like the way the boys are skating tonight. They are skating hard. This is a good team. They know it. They know that they have to skate hard. We're down one guy. We just haven't gotten a lot of chances to start, and we're down a goal after that power play goal by Mahtomedi. Mahtomedi tries to center. Pilcher sends it out, and that's going to be picked up by the Mahtomedi player right off the bench. Winder now, he sends it up ice, looking for Flom. Flom gets it out of the air, tries to send it deep. That one got hung up, and Mahtomedi defenseman has it. They center up. Winder after it. Winder, he's got a guy. Good thing he let go there, otherwise that would have been a hooking call. Mahtomedi controls in the offensive zone. Behind the net. He's going to try and wrap. Save made by Coop. Loose puck. Mason with it. He gets pushed off of it. Winder comes away in the corner with it. Tries to get it out. Kept in by a skate. Mason's going to send it up ice. And Dylan's in a foot race. Dylan in the offensive zone. He's tied up. He comes away with it behind the net. Dylan centers. Jensen shot save made. Loose puck scores! That's going to be Gaston on the goal. Foster. That was a heck of a good effort by Dylan. Initial save made on the pass to Jensen, and then Foster comes in and cleans it up. We're tied at 1, 6:19 left in the first. That was a great hustle by Dylan. Oliver gets down there to make the initial shot, and then Foster cleaned it up, and we're tied at 1, 6:19 left in the first. Shakopee has played strong. They've had a good season. Some of these real top teams, we've just had one too many mistakes or a little bit of a letdown, but we seem to play with every single one of them. And we're playing with another one here, a top 10 team in the state in Mahtomedi, and we're tied at 1 halfway through the first. Jensen, now Mahtomedi, that one hops over Hansen's stick. Bundy gets a stick on it. Hansen, he picks up the loose puck. He tries to send it over, goes off a stick, and Mahtomedi will pick it up just outside their zone. Backhander. He's going to carry it back into his own zone. Down low. Challenged by Hansen and Cressy. Cressy got a shoulder on it. Forces him to go all the way down around his net. Oliver's going to challenge. And they look to break out now. Up to the one with speed. Centers up into the zone. Right. Tries to get him off. Hansen pushes him off the puck. Puck's loose. Picked up by Mahtomedi. Down low into the corner. Right. He'll go throw his shoulder. Puck squirts up above. Hansen gets a stick on it. He's throwing his weight around. Puck's loose. Jensen tried to poke it out. The ref, I think, got a skate on it. Wright tries to clear. Mahtomedi keeps it in. Mahtomedi. A nice check there by Wright. And Sell sends it to Cressy in the corner. Cressy's got one bearing down on him. He pushes it up. Sell now in the corner. Mahtomedi comes away with it. Behind the net, good battle there. Tied up with Sell. Pilcher comes off the bench and comes to help out. Mahtomedi controls, centers. That one goes to Wright. Right to Cressy. That's too many. That's too many. That's way too many. We were trying to get the too many men call. We did not get it. He can't come out and play the puck.
No, he can't.
So Mahtomedi avoids a too many men penalty, and with 4:38 left in the first, we get a face-off in the defensive zone. False start. Oh, they did call Logie for a 2 and 10. He's still in there.
Oh.
So Logie's still in
Why
there.
didn't we have a second person in the box?
That's what I was wondering. The same thing, because I thought they were motioning Pilcher to go in the box, and then they did. I thought he just snuck around. Speaking of Pilcher, Pilcher's got a little bit of daylight. He's on his backhand, takes a shot wide of the net, and as he goes down, that one goes all the way down, and we got a whistle, and Pilcher's down, and he went hard. Hopefully he's all right. I don't know if he hit his leg, hit a knee. 4:23 left. So we got 4:23 left. We got another 3 minutes without Logie. Pilcher, he had some daylight, had a backhander, tried to put it on net, and he went down hard. I didn't see him. I didn't see how he hit. I just know it was loud. They do. They've got a lot of players.
16 skaters. Something like that.
Not keeping shots on the board. Oh no, Pilches, get up. It looks like a leg more than anything because he looks like he's kind of holding slow on that left leg. Although he is holding his rib cage on the right side, so what do I know? All right, it's going to be a neutral zone face-off. They're going to pull it out of the zone.
It was in the zone.
Flom, C, Gaston, Winder, and Bundy. 4:23 left in the first. 1-1 tie game. Foster will take the draw. Pushes it forward. Picked up by the defenseman from Mahtomedi. Dylan got a stick on it, but Mahtomedi got a skate on it, and now it's out into the neutral zone. Bundy gets it pushed away. Down low it goes. Bundy's going to get after it. He's the first one there. Sends it backhander around. He's looking for a Winder or Flom. Ethan tried to do a little touch pass to Winder. Foster tried to clear. That one's going to be sent in. Save made. Bundy goes down, and Bundy's slow to get up. Bundy's holding his right knee.
Oh.
I didn't see it at all, but we got 4 minutes left, and we got two boys that's come down. All right, we get a defensive zone draw with Bundy goes off. That'll, yeah. All right, you've got Wright, Sell, C, Flom, and Gaston. Off the draw, Mahtomedi gets a shot, blocked by Gaston. Gaston tries to punch it out, gets to the neutral zone, and that one goes into the bench, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off in the neutral zone. 3:53 left in the first. I think they're talking to... I can't see anybody's numbers across the way. I'm trying to see. They're talking... Aaron's talking to... I think it's Sean. Nope, Sean looks to be on the bench. As Shockley tries to break out. Nice backhand to Gaston by C. And Gaston comes down. He's got Flom with him. 2-on-2 in the zone. Poked away. Foster behind the net. He lost the handle on it. That one goes up towards Sell. Sell tries to pinch. Mahtomedi is going to get a 2-on-1. Got two back checkers, but Mahtomedi comes in his own. Shot save made by Coop. And that one's a long rebound out to the Maury's Auto Group sign. Foster gets it up to neutral zone. Mahtomedi at the red line. Sends it down deep off the end wall. Coop touches it, leaves it for Wright. Wright comes around. Gives it to C. C's going to leave it for Gaston. All of a sudden, we got a 2-on-2 coming in the Shockley zone. Flom had to slow down and stop. Flom to Gaston. Gaston centers. That one went past C. He's going to go out to the neutral zone, and Wright picks it up. 3:01 left in the first. A back and forth first. Both teams have scored. One on the power play. That was Mahtomedi. Shockley scored even strength. Shockley's changing. Hansen's going to come on. There's a tip deep. You got Jensen, Hansen, Cressy's coming out. Bundy's back, and Winder. Mahtomedi, top of their own zone. Oh. Bundy's going to go. And that's a penalty on Bundy. Be curious on this call.
That was a big hit.
Logan's out of the box. They're going to get Bundy. So you can say he wasn't playing the puck, but that was not from behind. They're going to get a roughing. It looked relatively shoulder to shoulder. I think Logie got out of the box a little early. He was supposed to be 109 if you give him full 12 minutes. They only gave him 10. All right, we play on. Second power play opportunity for Mahtomedi. One for one so far. You've got Winder with it, tries to clear, unable to. Olsen was tied up. There's a shot, glove save. You got Hansen and Winder on the bottom of it. Jensen and Olsen at the top of this power play, or penalty kill. Coop with a quick glove save 6 seconds into this one. And we'll do it again with the same 4 on the near side dot. Off the draw. Hansen gets a stick on it. He'll flip it all the way down. We'll come back and do it again. 1:48 left in the man advantage. 2:23 left in the period. Yep. Logie will take the draw. Draw into the corner. Winder gets a stick on it. Looks for Logie. Can Logie pop it loose? Nope. Stopped by Mahtomedi. Sent off the end wall. Off the back of the cage. Hansen, he gets a stick on it. He's got Logie on the near side. Logie looks. He's got Jensen. He tries to spring. Jensen! That one hops over the stick. Jensen spins around in front of the bench, though. Mahtomedi picks up. Cam on the challenge. Mahtomedi lost an edge. Cam on the challenge in the offensive zone as Mahtomedi picks up a little speed. Comes up ice. They've got a 3-on-2 coming in the zone. Cam with a good back check. Throws his shoulder. Little stick check. He comes in. Shot, save made. Loose puck right on the doorstep. Pushed aside. Logie tries to clear. He does. Now Jensen's in a foot race. Jensen. He looks like he's at the end of his shift. He slows down, sends it over to Logie. Logie tried to toe drag pass and couldn't. 1:02 left in the man advantage. And Mahtomedi is going to come back with a 3-on-2. Shot blocked by Hansen out in front. Mahtomedi gets a shot. That one's right on the doorstep and covered by Coop. Hansen blocked it. It went to the end wall. The forward for Mahtomedi took a shot off of Coop, and it was just wobbling right in front of the goal line. Dom came over to help save it, and Coop jumped on it. And we get a whistle with 53 seconds left in the man advantage. 1:28 left in the period. Gaston, right, C, Sell. Off the draw, Sell. He's got 1-2 white jerseys on him. Mahtomedi comes away with it. Dom does a nice job tying him up. Puck's loose in the far side corner, picked up by Mahtomedi. Mahtomedi looks to set up their power play. Dylan got a skate on it, and Sell looks to clear. That one's kept in. Bounce it around. Now, no, what a stick there. That kid must play lacrosse. He's going to walk in, take a shot. Pad save as it was tipped. Not covered into the corner. Dylan's going to get a chance at this one. Dylan went on his backhand, didn't clear it. Mahtomedi has a guy streaking down, sends it. Got a guy right there. Shot save made by Coop as he comes out. Big save by Coop. Top of the crease. 19 seconds left on the man advantage. 53.9 left in the period. Foster, Dylan, right, and Sell. Right tries to clear. Glove down by Mahtomedi. Towards the net. Dom comes away behind his net, sends it off the wall. Foster looks to get there. Foster chips. He's got Dylan. Can Dylan get past him? Dylan looks to get past. Foot race, and he's taken out. No call. Good angle there by Mahtomedi. I got in front of him. Power play is over for Mahtomedi. Bundy comes out of the box as it goes squirts in the shot zone. Dom looks to clear. He does. He's got Gaston. 3-on-1 into the zone. Gaston to Sell. Or to C. Oh, my God. With a 3-on-1, he was trying to go to Flom. It got tipped, and C got a big chance. Goalie made a save. We couldn't get a rebound opportunity there. That one's going to be cleared all the way down, and that'll be icing with 10.4 seconds left in the period. Oh, what a chance late in the first to try and take a 1-goal lead. All right, we will change out. Right, Sell, Flom, Pilcher, Hansen. 10.4 left in the first. Hansen on the draw. Draw. To the sidewall. Hansen got a stick on it. Goes down low. Flom's after it, but Mahtomedi's there. Tied up behind it, and they're just going to hold on to it, and that'll do it for the first period. 1-1 after one. An early power play goal by Mahtomedi, and then Foster answers back from Jensen and C to tie this. No penalties so far for Mahtomedi. And we'll go to the second period shortly. Not keeping shots, so I have no idea, but I will say Mahtomedi's got the lead in shots. Mahtomedi's done a nice job of controlling the offensive zone. We've helped them out by a couple penalties. Shockey's had a few rushes. They had a big 3-on-1 rush late in that first. Could not capitalize. It was Foster, Dylan, and Ethan. Foster tried to send it over to Ethan on the far side. It got tipped by the defenseman to Dylan in the slot. He took a shot. Goalie made a save. Let up a rebound, but we were not able to get it on net to score. And so we stayed knotted at 1. We'll say, you know, a lot of good in yesterday's game and a lot of bad from just not quite skating, a little lazy once we got a big lead. But the boys are skating hard. They're working hard today. And I got to imagine that was a conversation in the locker room before this game started, is you have to skate hard, you have to be aggressive, and you have to challenge this team. If not, they're going to walk all over you. All right, we'll start the second period here. Mahtomedi comes out. Shakopee will break the huddle. And we will start the second period with Hanson, Flom, Gaston, Winder, and Bundy. Period 2 action as the boys set up. No slingshot. Off the draw. Mahtomedi. Hanson got a stick on it, but Mahtomedi is going to pick it up, come into the Shakopee zone, sends it over. Quick shot wide of the net. Near side. Now down low. Hanson's in there. He gets a stick on it, comes around the net, sends it over to Flom. Flom looking for Gaston. Gaston's got a stick on it at the red line. Gaston cuts towards the center, pushes it forward, looks to get past him. The defenseman picks it up at the goal line, sends it around the net. Stopped by Mahtomedi. He turns. Nice pick there as Foster was bearing down on him. Hanson comes to help out. He'll send it deep. Cut off before it got deep, and Mahtomedi is out of the zone. Couldn't connect on the pass, so you got Bundy. Bundy off the wall. Picked up by the defenseman from Mahtomedi. Forward comes back and plays it. Challenged by Flom. Sends it over to his deep partner. They look to get it deep. Off the end wall. Winder will pick it up. He fanned on it. But there's Flom right there as Mahtomedi is changing. So that was a good time to fan on one. They tried to stretch Hanson. Intercepted by Mahtomedi. Mahtomedi comes in the zone. He's going to take a shot. That's wide of the net. Off the bench. That's their changes. There's a tip on the shot. Their changes are a little slow, and I'm surprised they haven't been called for too many men. There's a backhander down to the far side corner by Bundy. Winder's in there. Hanson's in there. Puck squirts loose. Mahtomedi in a backhand shot wide of the net. Picked up at the half wall by Mahtomedi. Sent down low. Rings it around. Winder looks to get after it. Center an attempt. Loose puck picked up by Flom. Ethan at the red line. Hanson and Ethan into the zone. Ethan, he's on his backhand, looks to get around. Centers, no, put it on net. Pad save, but Mahtomedi looks to carry out. Good little sauce pass up in the air. That's going to be too far. Right, will pick it up. No icing. You've got Dom. I like the spacing. That one's to Jensen. Jensen got a stick on it. That's going to go down in the zone. Cressy's after it. Defenseman from Mahtomedi with it. He goes around the net. Poked away. Now out to the neutral zone. Sell looks. And he's nice play there by Sell, but he handcuffed Jensen. Sell very patient on that one. Got the cross-ice pass. That's going to go down, and that'll be icing. And we'll get offense's own face-off and some fresh skaters. Second period has been back and forth. Quick movements. I like this team, though. This is fun to watch. This is the type of hockey that this team can play. All right, we'll get an offense's own face-off with Jensen, Pressman, Olsen, Sell, and Wright. Draw will come in the offensive zone. Far side face-off dot. Off the draw. Cressy sends it towards, but it goes through a sea of bodies. Picked up by Mahtomedi at the red line. Shot, blocker saved to the end wall by Coop. Wright's got a stick on it. Mahtomedi gets a body on it. They center. That one goes all the way out to the high slot. Shot, save made. Picked up by Sell. Sell, he tries to chip it out. He does get to the neutral zone. Mahtomedi sends it across ice. Mahtomedi has done a nice job of being quick once they get that puck, not letting Shakopee cut off the space. Tied up at the blue line. Jensen's got dumped for about the third time this shift. Mahtomedi with it in the faceoff circle. Shot, gloved, but into the corner. Sent around behind the net, back to the corner. Dom sends it up. That one goes off a skate and picked up by Mahtomedi. Top circles, shot, tip, wide of the net, into the near side corner. Mahtomedi looks to get to the point. Logie got a stick on it. Can they get it out? Still in the zone as the defenseman did a nice job keeping him in. Jensen, he gets a guy from behind, allows Wright to flip it out in the neutral zone. And Mahtomedi will pick it up in their own defensive zone. Mahtomedi tries to go up ice, and that's going to be too far, and that'll be an icing, which is good because Shakopee needed a change. 11:40 left in the second. Offense's own face-off coming. We'll get Hanson, Pilcher, C, Winder, and Bundy, a fresh 5. Mahtomedi, for the most part, has controlled the play, but Shakopee's done a nice job of not really standing, moving. They've just done a really nice job of that one goes out of the zone and back in. Hanson to C to Bundy. Bundy had kind of backed up as Mahtomedi got kind of peeking, and it goes just out and pushed back in for an offside. So we'll go offense or neutral zone face-off in front of the Shakopee bench. False start. Draw one by Shakopee. Winder sends it down. Boys with the old dump and kind of chase. Near side, Hansen's in there. C comes to help out. You got 3 white jerseys in there. 3-on-2 battle. Puck squirts loose. Mahtomedi has it. Everybody sloughs off on him, and he sends it far side. That one's tried to get out. They're going to punch it past Winder down in the offensive zone. Hansen's got to chase after it. Bundy's directing traffic. Winder to C. C. He gets it poked away. Top circles. He sidesteps. Shot wide of the net. Somebody got a stick in there, Bundy or Hansen. That one goes through. Dylan got a stick on it, but that's going to be Winder with it. Winder punches it up, picked up by Mahtomedi, and they're offsides. We're going to be offsides, and we'll get a whistle with 10:48 left in the second. And we'll get a center ice face-off. And we'll change out all 5, I think, or just the forwards? Just the forwards. Foster, Logie, Ethan, Cam, and Sean. Center ice face-off. 4 minutes and change into this one. Logie on the challenge. Force him to get rid of it. Foster comes up. He got a stick on it, but Mahtomedi is going to control into the Shakopee zone, but they're offsides. And we get a whistle and a face-off coming just outside the zone. Neutral zone face-off. Down towards the Plato's Closet Maplewood sign. Picked up by Winder. Winder to Flom. Flom gets it to Gaston. Gaston drives into the zone. He's got Logie with him. Sends it towards the net. Shot, pad save. Behind the net. Mahtomedi there. Mahtomedi. He'll carry up through his own zone. Now into the neutral zone. He looks to get outside of Sean. He's going to be cut off by Foster with a big shoulder. Puck's behind the net. Shakopee's come to play with a little bit of physicality here. Mahtomedi doesn't look like they want to be very physical with anybody. They definitely work and they move the puck, but not a lot of physicality. Bundy sends it backhand to the far side. You've got, who's that, Flommer with it. Flommer to Logie. Logie looks to get past. Beat him, Logie. Logie gets towards the net. Logan, front of the net. Shot, save made. The goaltender pushes it to the end wall. 9:46 left in the second. Another big opportunity there on that drive. Sell's got 2 guys on him. Sends it to the wall. Mahtomedi is, he did a nice job of staying on sides. He looked like he was going to go, pulled it back. And you got Sell with it. Sends it up the boards, looking for Jensen. Jensen at the half wall. Jensen chips it forward. That's going to go out in the neutral zone. Mahtomedi cuts it off, sends it in. That's offsides. They didn't call it, though. That's the old Mr. Rogers if you're in the neighborhood. Hansen sends it up looking for Jensen. That's going to hop over his stick and go too far, and that'll be an icing with 9:12 left in the second. Mahtomedi, as we mentioned, came in 25-6-2. They beat East Metro the other day 7-3. East Metro's ranked 5th. Mahtomedi's got a lot of really good wins. They beat EP 7-1. Minnetonka Black 4-3. That one's cleared. A stick by Mahtomedi. Jensen's in a foot race with Mahtomedi defenseman there. They beat Edina Green. They beat a lot of D6 teams, so it's a good, solid team. It's been a good effort so far. There's a chip up off the glove. Mahtomedi with it. They come into the zone. 3-on-3. Centers. Intercepted by Sell. Sell goes around his net. Under 9 to go. He tries to clear, but picked off by Mahtomedi. Sent towards Coop. Coop sends a blocker into the corner. Mason's in there. He's tied up. Hansen's going to go in there. Now it goes below the goal line. Mahtomedi comes away with it. He looks to center. That one goes off his stick. No, not on net. There's a center, but pushed away by whoever's out there. And we get one out to the point. He walks down into the faceoff circle. Now at the half wall. Hansen knocks him down. Jensen got a stick on it. He goes down. And there's a penalty coming, and Shakopee will get their first power play. A tripping call is coming up on Mahtomedi. 8:20 left. Tripping on number 26. And Shakopee will get their first power play of the game. Hansen, Flom, Gaston, Olson, and Bundy. Tied at 1, 8:20 left in the second. Shakopee on their first power play. Mahtomedi has had 2. They're 1 for 2. Off the draw. Flom gets it. He looks, surveys. Send it off the body of Mahtomedi. Mahtomedi tries to clear. Foster got a body on it. Hansen's got a stick on it. He's got one guy on him. He sends it towards the net. Pushed away by Mahtomedi. and he's going to carry. He's not going to clear yet. He sends it softly up the wall. Hansen gets a stick on it. He's got one guy on him. Sends it to Gaston. It goes off his skate. Foster with it. Challenge. Foster, he gets it taken away. Logie pushes away, knocks the guy down, and now we got a little bit of a rush. 3-on-3 coming in the zone. Logie in the slot, shot, glove, save, whistle, face off. 1:29 left in the man advantage. 7:48 left in the second. So a little extra conversation there. We'll go face off on the far side dot. Same 5. And Mahtomedi is going to clear that one all the way down as Coop's got to play it. Nope, that'll be icing that goes off the side of that. Coop was not happy with that. He's like, where's the whistle? They took an extra second to blow the whistle. Ref was making sure that he saw it go off the side of the net and not off of Coop. So same 5, same spot. 1:22 left on the man advantage. Hansen on the draw. He pushes it into the corner. Mahtomedi there. They look to clear. Up in the air. Glove down by Logan. Logan to Hansen. Hansen looks to go back to Logan. Mahtomedi chips it out. And Foster's going to have to cut this off. He's got 2 chasing. He gets it up to Olsen. Olsen, let's go. 4-on-2. Sends it over Flom. Flom in the zone. Ethan. He looks to get past. He slows down. Gets cut off at the half wall. Hansen there. And that's going to go out into the neutral zone. Olsen with it. Under a minute to go on the man advantage. Olsen looking for Bundy. Bundy will carry it in the zone. Sean. He looks. He'll take a shot. Glove save. We're going to whistle. And we'll change out our power play unit. 48 seconds left in the man advantage. 7:07 left in the period. Cressman, Pilcher, C, Wright, and Sell. Nope, Winder and Sell. Sell, C, Winder, Cressman, Pilcher. 30 games in, you think I'd know everybody. Off the sidewall. Mahtomedi looks to clear. They do. That's going to go down. Sell has got one soft. Dom sends it over to Dylan. Dylan, cross ice. He's got Winder. Winder had to roll up the stick. Gets it back. Winder comes in. Lost the handle on it. And we're going to be offsides. 31 seconds left in the power play. Not a very good power play so far. 1:29 into it. But Mahtomedi, they're a good team. They're a solid team. And they're aggressive. They've been very aggressive. That one's in the zone. Winder with the stick on it. Cressy, he's tied up the sidewall. Cressy comes away with it. Cressy sends it to Winder. That went through his skates. Far side, Pilcher. Pilch sends a backhander. Nobody's down behind the net. Winder has it. He centers. That goes off Cressman's skate. Winder picks it up. 13 left in the man advantage. Sends it down to Cressman. Cressman, he's protecting the puck in the corner now. Cressy with it. Cressy out to Dylan. Dylan sidesteps. We got to get on side. He's getting challenged. Dylan finally gets on sides, cuts in the zone. Man advantage is over. Shot could be 0 for 1. Dylan gets a stick on a Winder in the slot. Shot off the crossbar and in the netting. Oh, Dylan with a great individual effort. He got it to Winder. Cam had a shot in the slot, went off the crossbar and into the netting. With 6:10 left, we'll have a face-off in the Mahtomedi zone. Flom, Hansen, Gaston, Sell, and Wright. Owen will take the draw near side face-off off the draw. Hansen pushes himself forward, tried to center off a body. Oh, there's Gaston with a shot save made. And that one goes up in the netting. And we'll get another face-off coming. We'll go a far side dot this time. Hansen off the face-off, pushed it forward. Then he tried to center to Gaston. Gaston found him with himself with the puck right on the doorstep. Took a shot, but the goalie was over and covered up. Hansen off the shot. Shot save made. Loose puck covered. 5:59 left. Mahtomedi not happy with the centers not tying up. That was a good little play there. They're going to change the way they set up here. Now Hansen wins it back. That's how you do it. Sell, he's challenged right away. Sell, fanned on it, got it back, tries to send it down. He does, down to Flom. Flom rings it around. That one's going to come down, but Mahtomedi is going to pick it up. Hansen cuts it off. Hansen flips it forward, blocked by Mahtomedi. Tie up here. Flom's got it. Ethan, he's going to cut towards the net. Centers. Foster's all tied up, and Mahtomedi comes away with it. Mahtomedi, they've got a 4-on-2 coming back. Boys got to skate. Back check. Drop pass. He goes all the way down low. Centers. Thwarted by Sell, and Sell not only thwarts it, but he's going to carry it up into the zone. Dom with a little bit of speed. Dom looks to get around. He tries to get it deep. He does, but Mahtomedi is going to pick it up in the corner. Mahtomedi, he changes direction on Foster. Looks to get up ice. They look to break out. They do into the neutral zone. Logie off the bench. He slides down. He's going to pick up a loose puck. Logie with a little head of steam. Logie into the zone. He toe drags through and gets smoked down off the end wall. Jensen's out there. Jensen gets a stick on. He tries to center. Goes right off the referee. Clearing attempt. They got a guy there. Nice little touch pass up to center ice. Now he comes out to the near side. He looks to get around right. He does. Shot. That one goes out the side of the net. Far side. Cressy, Jensen, Olsen out there. Sell and Wright. That one's ramped up Cressy's stick into the near side corner. Wright's in there, but they send it far side. Winder's after it. Winder chips it up. Tied up. Sent back around. Let's play a ring around here. Wright with it now. Wright tries to send it down, and he's going to ice it, and that'll be a whistle with 4:28 left. 4:26 left in the second. Tied at 1. Power play goal with 11:09 left in the first by Mahtomedi. Shakopee answers with a goal with 6:19 left by Gaston, and that's where we sit. 4:26 left in the second. Off the draw. Challenge, sent in, tipped wide of the net. You got Hansen, Cressman, Jensen, Cressy with it. He's got a guy on him, no hook call there. He tries to get it out to Jensen, intercepted by the defenseman, gets up to the forward. Mahtomedi comes in the zone. He cuts towards, wide open, takes a shot, save made. Bundy sends it off the wall. Jensen tried to get a stick on it, couldn't. Mahtomedi gets a shot, save made, juicy rebound. Cam pushes it away. That one goes up, looked like it went into the rafters, no call. That one is cleared out to neutral. Mahtomedi will have to back up. Jensen on the pressure. Hansen gets a stick on it. That one goes down. Picked up by Mahtomedi. Backs up in his own zone. Surveys the ice. Lost it. Cressy got a backhander on it, but couldn't do anything with it. Now we're in the zone. Cam's got a guy tied up against the boards. Got to let him go. Center an attempt. They had a guy on the back door. He goes all the way through. No shot attempt and goes all the way to the near side. Now we get a penalty. Cross check is going to be a call, and Shakopee is going to go on the penalty kill for the third time. I think they're getting Sean. They're keeping an eye on some of this. Sean will go in cross-checking with 3:31 left in the second here. Mahtomedi coach, not very happy with the performance, it doesn't seem like. Parents aren't very happy. I've heard a little bit of a wake-up. What are we doing? All the classic coach and parent words to say. Hansen, Sell, Wright, and C are your killers to start this one with 3:31 off the draw. Push to the big man defenseman. He corrals, takes a shot. Loose as it got blocked. Hansen's got a stick on it. He's going to skate a little bit. Hansen sends it over to C. Dylan comes in, takes a shot. Push to the corner. Dylan sends it out to the half wall. Hansen got a stick, sends it down low. Mahtomedi gets a stick on it, goes around the back of the net. They pick it up, drop pass. Dylan's there. Dylan tries to center, but Mahtomedi is right there. Picks it up, 1:33 left in the man advantage, and Mahtomedi is going to carry through the neutral zone. Sends it up to the forward. They come in on sides. One guy lost his 6, shot by Coop, glove saved. 1:25 left in the man advantage, 2:55 left in the second period of this 1-1 game. Saturday in North St. Paul. Shakopee plays Wayzata tomorrow at home. That's a 3:30 tilt. Olsen, Pilcher, Wright, and Sell are now your 4 killers. Off the draw, out to the blue line. Chipped down, good stick by Sell, but couldn't get it out. Mahtomedi comes in, takes a shot. Good block there by Wright off the boot. Sell, that one goes up in the netting, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off with 1:11 left. 1:11 left in the man advantage, 2:41 in the period. Mahtomedi coach not happy. I don't feel like they're in a lot of close games like this late in the second. He just seems very upset. All right, refs are going to look for a puck. That one looks like it's too chipped. You need a full puck, not a 3/4 moon. All right, we're ready to go. Defensive zone draw right in front of Coop, and he'll just cover up, and we'll get a whistle with a 1:08. Do that, 22 times, and you kill off the penalty. Logie ties the guy up. That one goes out to the defenseman. He's going to take a quick shot. That one slides all the way through the crease and not on net. Near side, half wall, picked up by Mahtomedi. He's going to carry it around the net. He looks, sends it out to the blue line. Sent cross. He's going to walk in. Takes a slapper. He hits the side of the net. That one squirts out loose. That's going to get out into the neutral zone, and Mahtomedi is going to have to back up and regroup. Lazy pass picked up, sent back to the defenseman. He'll pick it up. And he cuts towards the center, now into the zone. Cuts outside, drops it to the guy there, and he's in the face-off circle. Fanned on it. Logie, he's going to flick it forward. That's not going to be far enough for icing. So 27 and counting on the man advantage for Mahtomedi. Mahtomedi comes up. Logie goes to change. Mahtomedi comes back up with a little bit of speed. Looks good outside. He's going to cut. Good stick there by Sell. Center attempt. Pushed away by Hansen. Sell gets it up the ice. That goes off the referee. That allows Shakopee to pick it up. Sell sends it across ice. Off the wall. Pilcher. Can he get there? Nope. Pilcher's going to go change as Mahtomedi turns and sends it up ice. Hansen picks up a stick. Picks up the puck. Sends a backhander down. That's it for the power play. We're even strength now. Mahtomedi 1 for 3 on the man advantage here. 1:26 left. Offsides is the call. And now we got 1:25 left. And a face-off in the neutral zone. It'll allow Shakopee to change the D-men. You've got Cressman, Jensen, Hansen, Winder, and Bundy. Minute 25 left in the second in this 1-1 tie game. Off the draw. That goes past Cam. He's going to have to pick it up. Cam on his backhand. Sends it to Bundy. Bundy sends it up, looking for Cressy. Cressy's got two bearing down on him. Tied up at the wall. Down low. Backhander, Cam, he sends it back looking for Bundy. Goes past Bundy, picked up by Mahtomedi. They're going to ring it around, and I'm getting dizzy watching it go back and forth. Winder up. That goes out of the zone. Cressy's going to chase after. Jensen's going to chase after. Mahtomedi defenseman picks it up, sends it off the wall. Jensen got a stick on it. Jensen tries to center. That one goes all the way through. The goaltender makes a save. Turns and fires. Centers up. They get a guy up there. Bundy, he gets turned around. There's a shot over Coop. 45 left. Winder, he's got a stick on it. He tried to carry up. He gets pocket picked, and Bundy picks up on the near side, rings it up, kept in by Mahtomedi. Sean's going to try it again. He'll get it down. Will that go down for icing? Yes, it got down on its side, and that's a whistle with 30 seconds exactly left in the second period. And we'll change out 5 skaters, it looks like. Yes. Wright and Sell, Gaston, Olsen, Flom. 30 left, defensive zone draw coming. Get to the intermission, reset, come out hot in that third period, boys. Olsen off the draw. Mahtomedi with it. He's going to take a quick shot. Glove by Coop, but couldn't hold on to it. Goes into the corner. Sells in there. Mahtomedi pushed off by Logie. Got another guy come to help him out. Under 20 to go. That one is down to the half wall. Bounces up. Wright's going to get a stick on it. He tries to clear. That one cleared out to neutral. Body there by Gaston. Now Olsen. Olsen into the zone. 7 seconds left. Olsen centers. Flom was all tied up. Mahtomedi has done a great job of tying our guys up on the center attempts. We'll go to the second period, tied at 1. 1 period to go.
Time? Oh, Zamboni break. I'll mute it so no one has to listen to my There you go.
All right, we're back. Third period. Shakopee versus Mahtomedi. 1-1 after 2. Got our Zam. Little break. Ready for the third period.
20 minutes on the clock. It's going to be running.
Oh, 20-minute running time. Okay, that'll be interesting. Mahtomedi breaks huddle first. Shakopee comes out. Coop will take his place in between the pipes to the right. You got Flom, Olsen, Gaston, Wright, and Sell to start the third. Mahtomedi's got a couple of big dudes, one at forward, one at D. 47 and was that 22 or no, just 2. Off the draw. Puck's tied up. Everybody falls down. Wright with a stick on it. Half wall. Logie, he tries to chip it out. He gets pinched up against the board. Mahtomedi takes a shot off a stick and goes far side. Wright looks to cut off. Mahtomedi gets it first down low. Sends it back out to the point. He couldn't quite corral it. Foster's all over him. Into the corner. Up to the blue line. Flommer got a stick in there. Dom goes down as he was trying to cover on the guy.
Oh, no.
Slippery ice. There's a shot save made. Loose puck picked up by Sell. Sell sends it up to Gaston off the wall. Nope, it's going to be too far. Mahtomedi is going to pick it up. He turns towards the center. He lost it. Flom's got a stick on it. Flom, he tried to get over to Gaston, but he was tied up. Sends it off the end wall. Mahtomedi with it. Penalty coming. And early in, 50 seconds in, we're going to get a penalty coming up on Mahtomedi. Second power play opportunity coming. Number 2, that big tree. He's going to go in for roughing. He was tied up with Ethan. I was watching the puck, so I didn't see it, but saw the ref's arm go up. That was at 19 and, well, it's going to be 18 and change as we got a running clock, which is not good for the power play, but it is what it is. Cressy, Pilcher, C, Winder, and Sell, your power play unit. They haven't even got the penalty out. Now they got the penalty up. 18:38 is the official. Puck's out in the neutral zone. Sell back to C. Dylan with it. He looks up. He's got Cressy that hops up over Cressy's stick. And Mahtomedi soft dump into the neutral zone. Sell fanned on it. Turns towards the bench. Turns back towards Dylan. Sends it over to Dylan. C with it. C. He gets it poked away. Opportunity here. Dylan jumps forward. Got a stick on the puck. Didn't take out the guy. And thwarts a big opportunity after the turnover. Cressy's at the blue line. Cressman, he looks to get past one forward. He gets shouldered up. Mahtomedi controls. They look to clear. That's going to go down. That'll be far enough for icing, yes. Yes, it will. And we'll change out with 1:13 and counting on power play. It'll probably be about a minute left by the time we drop this puck. Flom, Hansen, Gaston, Olsen, and Bundy, your next power play unit. Hansen will take the draw. Now 1 minute left on the man advantage. Draw, push forward by Hansen. He's going to get a shot. Nope, couldn't get anything on it. Spins, tries a wrap, save made. It's right on the doorstep, but it's covered up. We get a whistle and a face-off coming. And another opportunity. We've got to go faster, boys. We're going to lose our whole power play here. Ref's going to go to the other side. And we'll get 33 and counting. This will be the shortest power play we've ever had. Off the draw, push forward. Flom, he gets tied up, but he puts it off the pad of the goaltender. Hansen got a stick on it to the sidewall. Hansen's going to cut towards the top of the circle. He takes a shot. Flom tried to get a tip. Bundy with a shot. That's underneath. Loose puck in on the near side corner. Punched up in the air and into the netting, and that's probably going to do it for the power play. No, don't change. Don't change. Oh, we're changing. Oh, we're going to get rid of the power play. They'll drop the puck. They'll drop the puck, and then the guy will come out of the box, but that's it for the power play.
No, he's still in the box. Still a box drop.
So we are all discombobulated here. Clock is running. Flom, Cressman, Jensen, Bundy with the puck, sends it down. Gaston, it's 5-on-5. That was a cheap power play. 0 for 2 now. Shakopee. There's a shot over the glove, off the end wall. That was Foster with the shot. Puck's at the half wall, picked up by Mahtomedi, cut off by Flom before they get it out of the zone. Ethan on his backhand. He's going to go down below the goal line. He gets put into the boards. Jensen got a stick on it. Cressy, he gets a shoulder up high. Mahtomedi looks to break out. Bundy tried to cut it off. One-on-one coming to the zone. It's Mahtomedi and Cam. He looks to get out. He looks to get around Cam. He's got a guy. That puck's in the net. That went off the back of.
Off his bag.
Oh, that went off the back of Coop, and Mahtomedi scores. Looks like number 60. Oh, that's unfortunate. 15:45 left and counting, and Mahtomedi breaks the tie. It looked like he was, I was actually looking for the guy streaking down the slot, and he looked like he put it off Coop's shoulder or back and into the back of the net. So we face off. Logie goes down, no call. That's a bad missed call there, as Logie had clear ice in front of him, and they had a 3-on-2, and he gets taken down and no call. Logie centers. You got Pilcher. That shot and ramped up off the glass. Oh, that was a big time opportunity. Good stick by Mahtomedi. Shakopee with a little juice to start the third. There's Mahtomedi, poked away by C. All of a sudden, Mahtomedi is having trouble getting out of the zone. Dylan, he tries a jump toe drag. That one goes off a skate. Wright tries to keep it down. That one goes off the boards. Dylan's got to stick on it. He tried to center. Nobody home but Mahtomedi. Number 60, the goal scorer, picks up the puck. He looks, doesn't send anybody. Carries. He's going to send it in. That one goes to the far side. Wright's going to pick it up. Mason, nope. He going to stick over it. Glove, but not saved. And now out to the neutral zone. Mahtomedi with it. Hansen under pressure. Went off his skate. And Mahtomedi controls still. Sends it into the zone. That's an icing. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off coming down far side. Shakopee. They're frustrating Mahtomedi early in the third, but Mahtomedi got that goal. And they lead by 1. Flom, Gaston, Hansen, Winder, Bundy. Offensive zone draw. Far side. Hansen to take it. Draw. Into the corner, end wall. Flom tries to center. That one goes out the back of the cage. Foster got a stick on it. Flom tries to center again. Went off a Mahtomedi stick, and they're going to get out of the zone. He's going to carry Hansen on the back check. He looks to cut him off. Good shoulder by Hansen. There's a shot. Rebound. Save. Loose puck. Covered up by Coop. Oh, man. Hansen had a good shoulder on the guy coming down, and he still was able to get it on net. And we'll go defensive zone draw coming with 13:37 and counting. Same 5, defensive zone draw now. Out to the blue line. He sends it all the way down behind the net. Winder's got a stick on it in the far side. Tries to send it up. Mahtomedi comes down, cuts it off. He's on the back end. Sends it towards the net. Bundy got a stick on it to the sidewall. He sends it up ice. Hansen, he tries to chip it forward. That one goes to Mahtomedi's defenseman in the neutral zone. They go D to D. He's going to carry up into the zone. He goes outside. Sends it in towards Coop. Coop makes the save, and we'll get a face-off as he covers up. 13 minutes and counting coming. We'll change out our 5 skaters. Cressman, Jensen, Olsen, Sell, and Wright. Draw coming to the defensive zone, far side to the right of Coop. Logie takes the draw. These refs have not let anybody get set up. There's a shot, save made, second attempt off the side of the net, off the sidewall. Jensen will pick it up. Jensen in the neutral zone. He's got Cressy streaking up the center. Jensen cuts outside, tries to center over to Olsen, cut off by Mahtomedi. Mahtomedi gets it past right, and we got a race now here. They got a guy over on the near side. Shot. That one's save made by Coop up into the netting, and we'll get a face off in the defensive zone. 12-17 and counting. Wright came down to try and keep it in. It got pushed past him, and then it was a race. Mahtomedi had a guy streaking down the center. Took the shot, went off a Coop up in the netting, off the draw. Out to the blue line. Over to the D partner. Shot blocked there by Dom to the end wall. Picked up by Logie. Logie sidesteps one, fanned on a pass attempt. Mahtomedi turns and sends it down just inside the corner. That one goes off the wall, off the cage, and right. Breakout. Jensen tips it up, looking for Cressy. Cressy's all tied up. Puck is just outside the zone. Mahtomedi's got to wait to get on sides. Turns the outside, slides it in. They got a guy right there coming in, and Shakopee's changing. He gets past Sell. Shot, save made by Coop. Picked up by Sell. Dom rings it around. Mahtomedi guy, he turns around. He looked like he was going to go change. That goes out to the red line. He'll send it back down. You got Wright with it. Wright chips it forward. He's going to send it to nobody as Mahtomedi picks up their offsides. Not going to call that one. Mahtomedi. He's got Wright all over him. Sends it up, and Pilcher cuts off. Pilcher, he looks to spring. See, Dylan on a breakaway. Dylan's got one guy behind him. Dylan with a shot, scores! Dylan scores. And that was from Wright. And Shakopee ties it in the third with 11 minutes and counting to go. Oh, what a play there. Was that Bundy or Wright? Ladies, who passed it? Was it Wright or Bundy? Okay. Okay. We'll go back and look at it, but right now we'll say Wright or Bundy to Dylan. Off the ensuing faceoff. Pilcher off the sidewall. Down into the zone off of Pilcher. Bundy's going to pick it up. He'll flip it up in the air. That one's going to go. That's going to go for icing. Dylan's going to chase after, but he's going to be way too far away from it. Oh, it's Pilcher. Okay, Pilcher. C from Pilcher. And we're tied. And now we're in the defensive zone. You've got Flom, Gaston, Olson, Winder, and Bundy. Logie to take the draw. Off the draw to the end wall. Bundy first one to touch it. Logie, he's tied up now. Comes away with it. Logie, he's going to ring it around. There's a soft ring.
Go get it.
Mahtomedi sends it down behind the net. They got a guy right on front. Shot. That was a save made. It may have gone off the post too, but Coop, I think, got something on it. Flom pushes it forward. Ethan tries to get it. Poked away by the defenseman from Mahtomedi. Olsen's going to come in and throw his shoulder. Mahtomedi right at the blue line. He gets taken off the puck. Mahtomedi somehow still controls. Sends it towards the front. Picked up there by Bundy. Bundy up the wall. He's got Flom. Flom's going to get a one-on-one into the zone. Flommer towards the net. Shot, glove, drop, and covered. 9-19 and counting. Tie game here. Offense zone face-off. Hansen, Flom, Gaston, Sell, and Wright. Off the draw. Tied up. Push forward. Mahtomedi's got it. 2-on-2 coming through the neutral zone. Nope. Went off his skate and right back to the other forward. They've had some very fortuitous bounces. There's a shot off the end wall. Picked up at the half wall by Flom. Tries to clear. Doesn't. Second attempt he does. Gaston's going to get an attempt. Foster on a breakaway. Puck's on his side. Foster! Oh, he slid over and made the save. Oh, my God. Foster had a chance to take the lead. Sell's going to send it deep. That one's going to bounce into the goaltender. He's going to cover up, and we'll get another offensive zone faceoff with 8:30 and counting. Oh, Foster had to settle it down. The puck was on his side. He finally settled it down and pulled it to his backhand. The goaltender slid over. I don't think he had it up just high enough. Cressman, Jensen, Sell, Wright, Hansen. Hansen on the draw. Tied up. Poked to right. Mason's going to get shot. That one tipped and goes to the near side. Hansen's going to be the first one after it. He tries to send it out. He does send it out to Sell. Sell with a shot. That one goes off a few bodies. Puck's loose out in front and picked up by Mahtomedi. Dom cuts off the angle, allows Mason to pick it up in his own zone. Wright with it. Wright looks, sends it off the wall. He's got Jensen, but it went past everybody. Picked up by the Mahtomedi defenseman. Cressman on the challenge. Sent up to the red line. And Sell picks up the loose puck. Got it tied up in his skates. Comes away with it. Sidesteps one. Dom's doing a little doop-de-doo. Dom, backhander, sends it deep, and they'll change. Jensen, and he'll chase after it. Mahtomedi will get there first. Jensen gets a stick on it. Jensen, he got it poked away. Mahtomedi looks to get it up the boards. They look to break out, and that's Olsen off the bench. He sends it back down deep. 7:27 left in the third. Cressy's after that. He's throwing some weight. Cressy get after it. That one goes out to the blue line. Winder's going to wind up and take a shot. Save made right in the belly. Logie got dumped right in the front in the slot. And we'll get an offensive zone faceoff with 7:11 and counting. C. Pilcher, Olsen, Winder, and Bundy. It'll be about 7 minutes, under 7 minutes by the time we drop the puck. Off the draw. Puck's loose. Picked up. Clear an attempt, kept it by Winder. Winder's going to send it down, but it's being picked up by Mahtomedi, and they are going to look to get a rush here. They center up, poked away by Winder. In Pilcher skates, and Pilcher's got an opportunity. 2-on-2, coming to the zone. Pilcher poked away, and at the blue line, sent out to neutral zone. That's Logie. He's looking for Winder, a little too far. Winder's got to pick up in his own zone. Tried to clear, picked up by Mahtomedi. He gets smoked as he tried to toe drive. That one goes out. Coop made a save there, and Dylan. He controls. He looks to get past one. Poked away. Tries to poke it forward. Good glove there by Mahtomedi. Tied up there right at the blue line. Dylan comes away with it. Dylan, he'll get a chance. He takes a shot. That one goes off the crossbar. 6:17 left, and Dylan almost broke the tie. Far side. Pilcher, he'll get a stick on it. Pilcher, he's got someone tied up with him. He comes around the net, still tied up, pushing the corner. Hansen, Pilcher, C, Sell, and Wright. Sell and Bundy. Winder went for change. Hansen comes away with it. Then he gets pushed into the boards. Coop's going to go help him out. That one squirts loose. Coop's going to send it out to the point. He's got Dom. Dom's going to walk, take a shot. That one goes wide. Tried to tip. Mahtomedi has it. He backs up. He looks. He's going to go cross ice. Nope. He's going to skate. Now he goes cross ice. Tape to tape into the zone. He cuts out, takes a shot. That one goes over. Coop off the glass. 5:40 and counting in the third. Mahtomedi comes away with it. He got tied up as he tried to take a shot. Out to the blue line. That's kept in. Bundy went after it. Bundy goes down. No call. Picked up by Mahtomedi. Shot. Glove. Padded glove, but dropped by Coop. Dropped to Hansen by Sell. That's Hansen looking for C. C got a stick on it, so that's going to go all the way down to the goaltender. No ice. Shakovi's going to change. Gaston is the only one who stayed out there. Flommer's going to get a chance at this one. Logie pushes it forward. Logie, he gets a little step. Logie, he goes down. They're not going to call that one. Logie was kind of leaning. And you've got the puck down in the corner now. Mahtomedi. Out to the blue line. Right will send it down. He's got Flom. Flom turns. Oh, he tried to center, but went off a skate. Mahtomedi's got a quick 3-on-2 if they went. But Winder picks it up off the boards and sends it off the boards again into the defensive zone for Mahtomedi. They send it up. Right cuts it off. Sends it off the wall. He's got Gaston. Gaston lost it off his skate. Flom gets a stick on it. Winder gets a body on it. Cam. Now Mahtomedi. Now Flom. He sends it deep, and Foster's going to chase after it. Goaltender touches it, leaves it for his D partner. 4:30 to go in the third. All the way up the ice. Got to wait to touch it because we were going off. So Hansen's going to come play it. No ice. Mahtomedi's changing. Hansen behind the bench. He's got Flom. He's going to carry, though. Hansen. He said Mahtomedi was going right after Ethan. He cut through the middle, but he got it poked away. Mahtomedi with it. He has to leave it for his forward partner. He sends it deep. Off the end wall. Wright's the first one there. Wright gets pushed in the boards. Into the corner. Center attempt all the way through. And that one goes out to the neutral zone. Flom's going to chase after it as Mahtomedi defenseman has it. He pushes it up. Jensen will get a stick on it. Jensen deep into the zone. Under 4 to go in the third. Into the corner. Shakovi's changing D-men behind the play. Puck squirts loose and Mahtomedi picks it up. Mahtomedi into the neutral zone. He comes in, good job there, and we get an offsides call and a whistle, and 3:33 left in this tie game, 2-2. Olsen, Cressman, Jensen, Wright, and Sell. Draw just outside the Shakopee zone. This has been a fast-paced third period. This running clock doesn't help. Off the draw, chipped forward by Sell, looking for Cressy, but it goes too far, and it's picked up by Mahtomedi. Cressy's all over him. Mahtomedi defenseman finally got rid of it. To his forward, he fanned on the cross-ice attempt. He's going to back up into his zone. Pressure by Cressy, force him to get rid of it. They go back to the D-man. They move the puck well. They've done all game long. And that one's going to go to the end wall. Dom's going to have to cut it off. Dom turns, fanned on it. Sent behind the net. Logie, I don't know if he got a stick on it. Either one of them got a stick on, but Logie comes away with it. Logie tries a jump cut. And the puck is on the end wall. Near side, Sell and Cressy after it. Sell gets there. 2:42. Olsen, he's going to send it off the end boards. He had to negotiate the referee. Jensen with it. The moms are going crazy. They want a little bit more movement of the feet. I don't blame them. We're a little slow at this shift here. Out to the blue line. Sent down to the top circle. He's going to get a juicy chance. Shot save made by Coop. I think they went off his glove into the end wall. Sell sends one to the far side. Someone's got to send this out. Sell tries it, or Wright tries to get there. Now Logie. Logie's got a little open ice, and he just sends it now. Sends it. That one's going to go down, and that'll be icing. A badly needed icing and change for Shakopee. We'll change out 2:06. It'll be under 2 minutes once this face-off gets dropped. You'll go Bundy, Winder, Hansen, C, and Pilcher. Touchdown play? I'm calling it. I don't know if the boys are, but I'm calling it. 1:51 left and counting off the draw. Nope. It's going to be picked up by Mahtomedi at the half wall. At the end wall. Backhander, nope, out to, there's a shot, tip, save made, loose puck, that one squirted through the crease, not on net. Dylan tries to clear, Hansen's going to challenge, that goes off of Hansen's shin pads. Pilcher comes down to get it, Mahtomedi sends it down low. They try to center, they got a guy in front, puck's loose, picked up, they get it right in front, it's still in the sun, oh my God, it's behind the net, 1:23 left. Somebody goes down, no call. That one's going to squirt out to the half wall. He fanned on him, pass, get it down, Hansen tries to send it back up. The wall, poked away by Hansen. Pilcher's got a stick on it. They lost it. Oh, Tom was all tied up, or Bunny was all tied up, poked away by Pilcher. That one scored through the crease. 1:03 left. Hansen, he's trying to get C. Oh, that one hopped over the stick. No ice. No ice, and C's got it. C tries to center, it goes off a skate. Winder tries to keep it in. That's going to be offsides. And with 51 seconds left, we're going to have what might be our last face-off, and we'll change out all 5. You got Flom, you got Olson, you got Gaston, Sell, and Wright. Draw just outside the Mahtomedi zone. Into the Mahtomedi zone. Logie after it. Puck squirts into the corner. 33 left. Gaston goes to help out. Puck squirts loose. Mahtomedi's got some numbers. If they go, he looks to get past Wright. He's driving through. There's a shot. He scored! No way with 24 seconds left. 24 seconds left, and that'll do it. Mahtomedi is going to win 3-2. What a heartbreaker for the boys. One last rush. Number 3 comes in. He had Wright all over him, shoulder to shoulder, and he gets the shot and he scores. And for the second time in 3 games, the boys have lost an absolute heartbreaker late in the third. They lost 4-3 to Roseville 2 nights ago, and they lose 3-2 to Mahtomedi. That would have been a huge tie against a very good team. We will see you tomorrow against Wayzata.